Hi everyone, Marty Braden signing in. It's the 20th of February and day 51 of my video journal on my journey to alignment. I began my day with the following power statement. I will focus on beefing up, two more lessons and get them ready to record. I want them to exude quality and produce the power that my clients are expecting. I know if I can do that, they'll be empowered to bring all the pieces of their dream into the world of the physical right here, landing right here in their world. And so here's the to-do list I worked on today. It's Thursday, right here. The first one said improve on lessons 3 and 4 and do video journal. Find advertising tip booklets. I found those. I remembered years ago I had several business booklets and these were all about advertising. So I had on my list to do because I want them down at the end when I do lesson 12. It talks about marketing your business and advertising is important. So I'm going to have those ready. I had 2 articles from years and years ago that came across in my mind. The 2 amigos went out looking for some support material. I couldn't remember the titles, but I remembered to go ahead and click PDF on my account. And all these PDFs for the years that I've done, there was 2 that I wanted to have. And one is called The Purple Cow and Value Yourself. And so those 2 I found, so I'll be using those. They'll come up here in the next few lessons. So I was excited about getting that. And then go get eggs. I had to go get eggs for my wife. And anyhow, several things I got to do here, and I got them done. I want you to look at this. Here they are. Here's lesson 3. And what was great about this is that you've seen those pictures, and this was that cute little cartoon. But there's 1 page, there's 2 pages, there's 3 pages, there's 4 pages, and there's 5 pages. So I really added a couple more pages to it. And so that lesson's been beefed up. It's done. It's ready to go. Lesson 3. Done. So exciting. Then this one was lesson 4. It feels even more fat. If you look at it, there's lesson 4. Lesson 1 page, 2 page, 3 pages, 4 pages, 5 pages. Wow. 5 pages, 6 pages, and then there was the 2 things we talked about, building up your value proposition. So I've got quite a bit more information here, cleaned up and tightened up. So I'm excited about those 2 lessons that I got done today. So very exciting. I got those things done. So Thursday, done. Bam. So great. I know if I can continue on this way, I know I'll be able to empower these lessons and therefore empower the clients that I have that come in with big dreams and they want to move their pieces of the dream into their world of the physical. So there's the 2 lessons. It's time now to answer Croy's Get Honest with Yourself questions. What didn't go well today? Or what could you have done better, Marty? Did you wake up early and strong? I certainly did. Did you start your morning with power? Next, were you productive throughout your day? 2 more lessons done. So great. Did you get the most important things done? I did. Did you move your goals forward? Every day, moving those goals, those pieces into the world of the physical. It's like they're losing weight when all of a sudden, poof, they're out of my mind and right here in the world of the physical. So I'm excited about that. Did you show up as the person you wanted to be here today? I did. What about your personal time with Kathleen? We had some great listening time. Of course, she went off to work today, but came home and we spent the night together. So that was great. Relaxing and talking and watched the video. So it was nice. Were you present and loving with her? Absolutely was. Next question is Croy asks you, what was the one thing out of all the things you did today that you know you can improve on, Marty? In other words, was there any failure today? Did you have something that kind of set you back that you can turn into a tool of success is how I put the last part of that. Well, one of the tasks that I had on my list of to-dos for today was an assignment that I told my daughter I would get done for her once I got the audio from her attorney. She's just at the last straws of that. He's getting ready to finally do the final arguments. And so there was a recording from the last hearing that time before that, I actually showed him how I could transcribe it, and that she was wondering if I could do the same thing. So I said yes. He needed this transcription done before the 14th, so I had about the 8th or 10th of the month to get it done. But I thought I wanted to just get it done and off my list, and so I started that this morning. It turns out that I lost the steps to transcribe these kind of notes that I took last time. I did this, and it worked out great. but I can't remember where I put that list that step 1, step 2, so I had to start all over and find the program and learn how to set it up, etc. This time I had the sheets. I started and set up a whole folder of do it yourself. In fact, I've got that here somewhere. Yeah, right here. Where's that folder at? There it is. Do it yourself. Do it yourself. All those things. So I wrote it down to make sure I don't have this happen again. In other words, I lost over 2 hours of my morning trying to get that darn audio transcription going. And you know what? It didn't work. The audio was so scrambled and so poorly recorded that it wouldn't pick it up. It would type all sorts of weird words. So anyhow, I have until the 10th, so I'm going to work on that in the next few days to try to find one of them that works, because the one I used last time didn't work this time. So it's just tough. Excuse me, but my intentions are good. My intentions are right, so I'll just keep going until I get done. Anyway, I think the only tool of success that I can use here and this kind of a frustrating experience was, again, the power of the flicker. So I took that and I just flicked it off. So that's how it works. Excuse me. At the end of the day today, I thought about this again, having done the power of the flicker. And it says to breathe in gratitude and then breathe out resistance, breathe out chaos. So tonight I breathed out chaos and that resistance. So I let it go. I'll get it fixed out, but that's okay. The next question is, what was your biggest success today, Marty? Well, I think that the one thing that I did today that I can call a big success is I finally came to my senses and set aside the challenge of getting all the lessons beefed up today. You know, I remember saying that I'm going to get those done and try to get them all done. It's like that huge elephant sat on. I just wanted to get it off. Well, I broke it down to smaller pieces. And so I just am pressing forward, getting what I can get done, at least hopefully 2 lessons a day now from the next days until the remaining 8 are done, and I'll be done. So I just feel like that's a smarter approach to it. So that was a good way of changing my thinking and taking off the pressure. To me, that's successful business owners' mindset, success thinking. I read a chapter in The Plus Factor today on what makes an achiever. And that helped me to get back into focus that achieving is not just done by the big pro athletes or the big corporate moguls. Achievement is done by you and I all day long, us average Joes. And so I looked at what I got done. I was stress-free about it. And I felt like I really accomplished great things today, getting those 2 lessons beefed up. And so that was my challenge today, and I got it done. That's achievement. And that's how we should all look at our achievement. Next, what movies did you watch in your mind today, Marty? Did you make time for them? Well, besides my why movie and my vision movie, which is every morning during my mindfulness and throughout the day, I found myself imaging and projecting on the screen of my mind that I was coaching people. I saw them asking me their questions during a live group coaching session. Thinking that I have 5 or 6 and I have one and then a new one and new thoughts and new circumstances, and they were asking me their questions during this live group coaching session webinar. And then I saw me answering them and giving them fantastic counsel and direction. I was so enjoying it, and I know they were enjoying it, and it was so fantastic. I didn't just tell them stuff. I asked them questions and gave them short stories or micro lesson concepts that had me them think it through to a proper conclusion, allowing them to realize that they have the capacity to generate correct and right thinking. It's not just me always telling, it's me saying things in a way that then stirs them to go and say, oh, and this is true, and that's okay, I got it. A successful business person's mentality and a right mindset is I want them to develop that and not just be that. I want them to learn how to do that and why that they're thinking that way and why that's right thinking. Anyhow, it was great. I also imagine them taking the coaching concepts and success principles and the idea of managing their own thoughts and going out and bringing their own pieces of their goals into the world of the physical and coming back and report it. I felt so successful, and it was rewarding. I felt rewarded for being able to share what I was sharing with them, knowing that I helped them, and that, of course, is why I'm doing all this. It's for them. It's for helping people. I mean, I'm at that twilight in my life for the next 20 years. What I was thinking, it's going to be focused on them. And so I'm excited about what the future brings. By them taking my coaching counsel and then doing the steps that I teach them and applying them day to day, I can see them in my mind bringing those pieces of their goal, of their dream of having a successful business into the world of their physical world, their world of achieving and accomplishing that goal. Starting their business, building it strong, launching it, and continuing to make continued success. That's what it's about, and I'm excited about that. What's the one thing you did that made you feel successful, Marty? Croy asked. Well, I'm excited to talk about this today, too. The one thing that made me feel successful today was I realized that I am bringing some of the most important and some of the most difficult pieces of my goal and my dream through the portal of my mind into the world of the physical. These are my products and my service itself, the very service I want to do of coaching. So it's important. It's so important. And it's the big stuff. These are the pieces that I will be using to help my clients come as they work to bring about their dream and their goal of owning a successful business into the world of the physical. That is a big deal. This information that I'm beefing up and improving upon and speaking and ultimately will record, I want to deliver it professionally and with power. And it's going to bless so many people if I do it right and I'm honest about it and I have real music behind my words and the experiences I've had of 44 years in the business world and dealing with people and raising a large family and failing, succeeding, unemployment, employed, success, not success. All those things are there to help them. I'm so excited about that. The next question is, now rate your day's effort, Marty. Well, I gave today a 9. I say 9 because I think I had a little more time. If I had a little more time to work on them, I would have been able to get and finish up several more lessons. And that's okay, but I wasn't able to do that today. I had to go to Avalon at 3 o'clock and spend until about 5:30. So my afternoon to get those other couple done was used up in service, and that was great. Got home about 5:30. And of course, Kathleen came home. You're home! And we had the evening tonight, so I had to push those other lessons off for tomorrow and the next day. So that was still a good thing. That's why I rated a 9 and not a 10. So I did do this trade-off to support service and to help people as opposed to just focusing and continuing on getting my goal of coaching lessons done. And that's okay. We have to do trade-offs like that sometimes and then put some things off for another day or another time. And so that's why I didn't give it a 10. I just left it there as a 9 and I'm okay with that. The next question is, if this was the only thing you get done tomorrow, but you'd still feel like a success, what would that one thing be? Well, and once you have that, put it into a power statement. Well, my power statement for tomorrow, Friday morning, is going to be, I will beef up 2 more of my lessons and get them ready to record. Boop! That's it. That's the power statement. Very specific. I got to get 2 more done, and then 2 more done, and then 2 more done. Just keep it up. Then they're done. And then I got to record them. So it's coming quick. I'm so excited about it. Let's end the day strong here by saying what I'm grateful for today. Well, I'm grateful for the opportunity I have to show up as the person I know I really am. I have another day, breath of life, moment to moment, living, and bam, I'm here. I can show up how I want to show up. I know I am 100% responsible for this way of thinking. I'm in charge of my thoughts, how I show up, and how that serves me, or if it doesn't serve me, I can change it. I'm in 100% control. It's my choice, and the results of those thoughts are my choice. I'm also grateful for the emotions that I, as a human being, have available to me. They are what allows you to feel alive, these emotions. It's like Jody Moore said and referred to it as a large platter of all these emotions on it. I have the opportunity to choose which one of those emotions or which of those emotions I want to experience at any given moment. I'm in charge of my emotions because of how I think and what I think, not the circumstances. Circumstances don't rule me and they don't rule you. It's your thoughts about those circumstances that rule us and cause the emotions, be it negative or positive. That platter is there for me to choose from, and I choose happy. How about you? So there you go. I'm finished another day of living the dream, and it's one of the best ways to live each day is to tell your friends when they say, how's your day? Go, living the dream. That's what we need to speak out of our mouth. Living it with purpose and with power. So, bam, done. Thursday's done. I'll be here tomorrow night at this same time and at this same place. And so, until tomorrow, I wish you continued success. Good night.